We're on. Hello, everybody.
All right, all right. What's cracking, folks? What's up, baby girl?
Oh,
How you doing?
I've been kind of busy all day. Lots of things going on. But they don't come to listen to me. They come to listen to you and my interjections or
Mm.
what you got to say. Because I'm just going to talk about cooking and animals and art. And
Well, that's good. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
unless we're talking
I
about
like
your
talking about
stuff.
that. That's all good. It's all gravy, baby. Yeah, I like talking about cooking because I like to eat the cooking.
Wouldn't that be nice if you could, though, huh?
Man, you ain't bullshitting, babe. I
Hmm.
tell you that. I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's cracking, folks? We're stopping in today with you guys, just checking in, tapping in. Of course, we always stay tapped in because over here we never tap out.
That's right.
my name ain't the man Torta.
Man, tort. Nah. Fuck all that. Nah. There's disgraceful and then there's just ridiculous.
Oh my God, that's
Mm-hmm.
horrible.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about cases, active cases. We don't talk about people. We don't talk about shit like that over here, man. We keep it real. We talk about corruption and CDCR. So if you like that lane, go ahead and stay in the lane. Subscribe, like, and share, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we give you the real deal on what's going on behind these big, tall, gray walls and razor wire and electrified fences.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, we just wanted to holler at you guys today, folks, and say what's up and give you a little update on what happened with my court. My court date, as you guys know, I went to court today, and there's a few things that's going on. So, the long and short of it, I got to go back on the 18th of February. She's going to rule, the judge is going to rule on the merits of my vacate the plea deal on my RICO.
Mm-hmm.
Because, they violated their obligation. They haven't upheld their obligation. So we do go back on the 14th, but there was a few things we wanted to make sure before she rules. Because, when a federal judge rules, it becomes case law, and it sets precedent, basically.
Wow.
And someone else in Texas, Washington, wherever, Florida can use the ruling she did on me in their case. So there's a few things that's going on, and we'll see what happens on the 18th at 10 o'clock. So hopefully by then, she's got her ruling cocked and loaded, ready to go, because I'm ready to get this done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we all are. We're all ready to get this done. I know I am.
Yeah, well, you guys are living this journey with me, man. It's a trip. Baby girl, you've been on this ride with me for a while, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You supported TSOA land, Truth Seekers of America. You guys are been on this thing with me a couple years now, man. And,
we created TSOA land. What are you talking about? We created it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But, so I go back, folks, on the 18th, and it looks good on my behalf because, the merits of the case are in my favor. I mean, that's a flat out, that's straight up. And she already said I got a right to my jury trial. So that's how it goes, man.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get this ruling, and once she rules, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, it should be interesting. Yep. I was expecting this to be months ago, but here we are. Darn it, they hung up on us. Well, he's going to call right back. I don't know what's going on. It's been one of those days. I hope everybody that's out there listening to us is doing well, and um, I know that y'all wanted to hear something a little more exciting than we'll find out in 2 weeks, but we'll find out in 2 weeks. All right, what's this bugger doing now? Well, we'll just wait for him to call back. Just waiting and waiting. I see numbers, but I don't see interaction. So whoever's in there, welcome. And if you've got any questions or comments on the topic at hand, hang out for a bit and let's hear what he's got to say. And go ahead and put your stuff in the comments in your chat. My goodness, he must have already dialed 3 times. It's still not coming through. There we go. There we go. Come on. Speak to me, Globalina.
Mobile tel link.
All right, you're back.
My God.
I know.
Yeah, I'm back.
Just shut you right
Yeah, I
up.
had to call twice.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah. She put a sock in my mouth.
Oh, that so and so.
I know. But anyway, so yeah, that's what happened, folks. I go back on the 18th, and hopefully we got a final decision. And it's full steam ahead with the jury trial, man. They didn't honor it. They didn't honor the deal. So, I've been saying it for months, years, 2 years, a year, whatever. But it looks good. It looks good. They rule on the merits of the case. They got to rule in my favor pretty much. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, man, we're just hanging out. And I wanted to let you guys know because I know you guys are interested. And we'll find out. What's up, baby girl? We got any folks in the audience?
No, we got a newbie, Ella Ernest. Don't know if they're passing by or they take a vested interest, but welcome.
Yeah, we send ours. We send ours to you guys. King Kong, man, if you can hear me, bro, thank you. I appreciate that. Got that. Everything's good, man. Right on, man. I truly appreciate.
Yep, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Yeah, we do, man. All that is really appreciated. So there was a few things that popped up too I wanted to touch on. First of all, Outlaw, the video came off badass, man. It's knocking out the park every time you do that and put one out there, and it's really a good video, I think, and it came out really good, and we can't wait to hear the other ones. Oh, man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, buddy. Fuck, there was a few things like we seen on the TV that they're gonna release somebody. This person, who had a DUI, right? And she hurt this little girl. She ran over this little girl, and I think the little girl was 13 years old. And she changed the little girl's life forever because now she's totally incapable of taking care of herself. For the rest of her life, it's bad. And I seen her this morning on the news, and but yet the lady that did it, she took an 8-year deal, and on 8 you do 4, but she didn't do 4. She didn't even do 2. She did 22 months, and CDCR decided to release her with basically an ankle monitor. And this morning they showed the little girl on the news, and it's heart-wrenching, man, to see that poor little girl with a lifelong injury for the rest of her life, and yet this lady gets out of prison after 22 months, and she destroyed this little girl's life. She's completely crushed forever.
Incapacitated. She was in a wheelchair. It looked like she had lost the use of one of her arms as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think baby girl, her brain is messed up, like brain injury that has totally incapacitated her brain.
She looked like something wasn't working anymore in her.
Right.
Just terrifyingly horrible.
Right.
And then
the lady. Go ahead.
No, they reward this drunk driver with a baby sentence, and then give him even less of a time in prison. I don't understand how you can be so lenient on felony drunk driving. I just don't.
Right. I mean, like, I understand if it don't have a victim to it, and it's just the cop pulls you over and you're done. But this has a victim to it, a little girl.
Well, that's what makes it a felony drunk driving, is that somebody got hurt as a result of somebody's drunk driving.
Right. And it's just like, my God, man. So they're releasing the lady to the person that did it to on basically an ankle monitor. I don't know for how long, but only after 22 months on an 8-year sentence, right? And that little girl's got a lifetime brain injury, spinal injury, all that. She got a lifetime. You know what I think, babe? I think the lady that did that ought to be sentenced to taking care of that little girl for the rest of her life.
No, not that particular little girl, because I could see her being vindictive. But I mean, forced to deal maybe with a ward full of people who are in a condition similar to suffer. I think the little girl deserves a lot better than to have that constant reminder in her face.
Right. Well, I was just thinking, like, man, what would be a suitable sentence for that type of crime, right? Where there's a little, a completely, that lady completely changed this little girl's life, period, forever.
No, she should be forced. She should be forced to deal with an institutional setting, dealing with victims similar to her own, in a caring capacity that would force her to open up her eyes and see the error of her ways. I mean, she may or may not go out and drink again, but at least she has that option. I mean, why does she have that option?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Look at what she took away from that poor girl. And I guarantee you, I put money on it, she drinks and drives again.
Oh yeah, it's a disease, man. It is. It's a disease, and I don't know. I would hope that she don't. I would hope that nobody else gets injured behind her stupidity.
Hopefully, she's having to do recovery program and face herself and all that kind of good stuff. Hey, Paul G, how you doing?
What's up, Paul G? I said mine. Hope you're well, my friend.
So,
you see Outlaw's new video? It's just the ball.
Patrick Patterson's tuning in, listening. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Patrick Patterson, we send ours to you. Send ours to you. So, yeah, man. And then the other day we were hearing about that Chomo getting out on 110 years to life.
Right.
And, so they're letting that out. They're letting that chick out that hurt the little girl. That's the type of people they're letting out of prison, but they're keeping a motherfucker like me buried underneath the prison, basically. And I ain't never hurt no innocent woman, child, or person, or elderly in my life. But these people do, and they get to go free.
Yeah, it doesn't make
That's
sense.
fucking nuts.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
It makes no sense at
Don't
all.
make sense, baby girl. So, there was also, there's something I want to touch on.
Mm-hmm.
Is, you guys, I'm sure you guys are aware of all these snitch tubers and stuff like that.
Before you get ahead, just want to keep you caught up in the chat. Yeah, Paul G said he listened to about half and he'll listen to later. And Patrick said he sends his back. Just want to get that in there so people don't feel like we're not acknowledging them. We do acknowledge you. We do see you, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely. So you guys know that I'm on a tablet and my baby girl reads me the chat and the comments and questions as good as she can. We're working with what we got, man. And thank goodness I got the tablet because I get to, have contact with my wife and you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right, babe?
That's right. That's right. And,
so,
we used it to the best of our ability to do the most amount of, changing the status quo to something better. Right?
That's right. That's right, baby girl. As you guys know, I'm against these snitch tubers. I'm against law enforcement using these dudes and getting them to put out their message and getting them to put out their propaganda. I'm going to tell y'all something. There was somebody on here the other day on this snitch tuber dude putting out shit about murders and active cases and people's wives and women and, all types of stuff about people's wives and women or, somebody's sister or whoever is in, talking about active cases on the internet that actually involve real live human beings, right? And it's very reckless and it's distasteful, man. It's tacky. It's, all that, and the bad part about it is there was something he said, about, a friend of mine. I know somebody here on the main line and he said that he bitch slapped somebody and he got knocked out or got beat up. I mean, I checked in the last 3 days, and that ain't never happened to this guy.
Wow.
And I checked, I checked. I did a fact check, and I checked with my friend, and that right there, that incident where he's talking about somebody backhanded another person as a checking, and that other person beat the brakes or knocked homeboy out. That was a lie. That's never happened. That has never happened.
Well,
so that is a complete lie.
That was kind of a bitch slap in itself, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's pretty arrogant and kind of hostile.
Yeah. Well, that is this guy is putting that shit out there. He talks a lot of shit about people that are pretty powerful and talks a lot of shit about, shit he shouldn't be talking. And, here's the thing. What happens when that guy's driving?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And he's driving somewhere or out for a family dinner and, something X, Y, and Z happens and the innocent people get caught up and injured because of what he's doing. Yeah, Soprano type shit, yeah. And then his kids get caught up in a crossfire or, and because of his mouth.
It's terrible.
It's insane. It's like the cop was saying, one of these cops that took me to the fed court today said that they listened to a lot of that shit and that he works that yard over there and he knows the guy that allegedly bitch slapped somebody, underling, and then the underling knocked him out, and that's bullshit. So when I got to R&R, I ran into a Mexican, as neighbors with the guy that allegedly bitch slapped an underling. Never ever happened. Never ever.
Well,
happened.
it sounds
so this
like
dude is selling y'all wolf tickets.
it seems like it would be pretty much, very much beneath somebody like him. Why would he do that? Why would he dirty his hands?
Yeah.
I mean,
right, he wouldn't. But I mean, the fact of the matter of this here is, I talked to his neighbors. Never happened. So the dude is on this thing telling his own subscribers or whoever the fuck they are.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He's telling them fucking lies, and it's being told to you guys for on behalf of the gang units to him, to YouTube world. Yeah, let me call that. It's crazy.
That's beyond crazy. I'll read that to him. He'll get it cracked up out of that. Hold on. Who is this sucker rings again? Come on. Been having a little bit of trouble with the phones. Come on.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Paul G.
Right.
Paul G says he keeps a close eye on the snitch tubers selling wolf tickets 2 for $1 Tuesday.
2 for $1 Tuesday. There you go, Paul G. Hey, I always gotta, you gotta keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? Mm-hmm. Keep an eye on shit, and you'll learn by what that guy puts out, what law enforcement is attempting to do. And I have, babe. I picked up on a lot of shit that they're attempting to do, like trying to link us to the GP life, the GP world, the good guys, to all the rise in violence and the rise in staff assaults, and again, 90% of that shit's coming off the SNYRs.
Well,
ain't got nothing to do with us.
Not just you as a GP, but you also as a Pelican Bay short quarter hunger striker. Which they really want to make you guys responsible for all this craziness that they're stirring up.
Mm-hmm. Right, and it's not us. It's not us. I mean, they got our fucking wings clipped in a cage. Like we're fucking isolated. I mean, come on, man. Mm-hmm. That shit ain't us at all.
Nope.
But they're using the numbers. They're using these numbers through snitch tubers like him to try to influence you. Because you guys are the ones that make a difference. You guys are the ones that can call for accountability. Mm-hmm. Bang your war drum. Bang the war drum of accountability.
Mm-hmm. Paul G says, man, some of the stuff they put out is crazy. I can't believe some of the names and cases they're willing to talk about.
I know.
Well, what gets
Paul
me,
G, it is.
They haven't even been indicted yet, and they're being named.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's so crazy that, a guy like him, he's a double time dropout. He couldn't make it the first time, he couldn't make it the second time, and now he wants people to believe him. Now he wants people to believe in his little shenanigans, and, it was funny the other night, he was talking about somebody fucking being a rapo or could be a rapo, and the snitch tuber dude did his homework, and like, dude, that was probably your cellie when you were on the SNY yard. So what's the difference? You're a rapo yourself, You're a fucking weirdo. But yet he wants to smut somebody else up and act like he did his homework. I'm just saying, it's the pot calling the kettle black 5 different times.
Well, didn't somebody point out it's obvious where he's getting his information from? It's from yeah.
Well, that guy Dubs lit him up. Dubs lit him up, and rightfully so. You know, rightfully so. I will say, because all this dude does is talk about people he shouldn't talk about, crimes and active cases that involve real human beings. And then he's involving their women, their kids, and whoever else. Now what's going to happen when he's out for dinner with his kids and accountability comes ablazing? It's all his fault because he couldn't control his mouth. Hey, dude, I've read a lot of true crime books. Trust me, I've read a lot of books. I've read a lot of paperwork when I was sitting in Pelican Bay on how revenge and accountability is cold, boy. Well, but I guess he don't care.
Well, you know, he also announced where he's going to be at a certain such and such time, and I was just like,
yeah, I know.
What the hell? It's like,
yeah, that's crazy.
It seems like he doesn't even understand how vulnerable he really is. He has not a clue, and maybe that's why he couldn't make it on the yards. He's just so clueless.
Yeah, right. I just, I don't know. It gets under, like, I think everybody's skin when you're talking about active murders, active cases, active RICO cases, active life, active GP life, and you haven't even been a part of it, probably for a decade and a half or a decade, whatever. I don't know. I don't want to know, but it's just really fucking disgusting that motherfucker waste his time and life, his freedom, and then put his people in a hot seat or in a possible crossfire. It's nuts. You know, and then when if something bad happens, well, this is why you're bad people. Well,
it's like he's the rabbit at the dog track, you know? He doesn't even know it.
There you go. That's right. That's crazy. But anyway, so, on this channel right here, y'all, it's one of those things where we try to open y'all's eyes to what's really going on with the justice system, with the courts, with CDCR, the corrupt side of the coin and everything, man.
So,
really.
J Cool 2289 says, "Hope you and the rest of the fellas are doing well."
All right, J Cool. Likewise, homeboy. I send mine. We all do. We all send ours, man. Mm-hmm. I was hoping today this court thing would be fucking wrapped up, but I don't want to give this guy any appealability. We don't want to let him have any outs, and so we'll see what happens. Baby girl, fucking that was that California Uncensored on that little girl thing with the DUI lady.
Yeah, that and something else I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was on there.
Now, that's the one I do agree with on that video right there. Yeah. That video I do agree with. The one with the little girl being hit by the car by a drunk driver.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I do agree, but all the other videos where they're trying to link us to the crime rise and a staff assault. And there's a cop today that told me, "Hey, Scoop, it's not 90% SOY is the problem. It's 99.9%. They are the ones that are the biggest problems for CDCR."
And they keep rewarding them for bad behavior.
Yeah, and it's coming from, and he flat out told me, the problem is headquarters, Sacramento, downtown, the bigwigs. The bigwigs, And he said that when the nurses walk across the mainline yards, that they act all scared. And he tells them, "Hell, you're cool over here. You gotta act like this over on the PC yards."
No. Don't act scared over there, because that's what a predator loves. They love it when you're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't act scared.
Well, he said that he said you gotta keep your head on a swivel, and period. But over there, you on the SOY yard, when you walk across it going to your job assignment, he said he told the nurse, that's when you really got to keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
Them motherfuckers are weird.
Mm-hmm.
And that says a lot, man. They're telling their own people that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, headquarters protection. Headquarters Sacramento, downtown SAC protection.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Flock together.
Mm-hmm.
But so get this, folks. Another guy I know went to DRB on Wednesday and had the committee here at ICC in the prison recommend the unit down there in Corcoran, and the same unit they sent me to and my friends, and or they're trying to, and
well, I've already sent some down there, right?
Yeah. So this guy, he's a black dude. He goes to his DRB, and they gave him all the action in the world, man. They sent him down to Solano, override level 3, got straight action. And I asked him yesterday in the shower, and he even told me this. This is what he said. "Oh, Scoop, you know they do us black folks different."
God.
They do you white dudes really bad. You guys get done a lot different than we do. He goes, "But yeah, they gave me some action. I'm going down the highway to Solano, and I'm gonna fucking hide in the corner." I said, "That's what you better do, bud, because you know they're waiting to get you."
God.
They're waiting for something else to happen. And I'm not trying to keep shit separate, because it's not. But I've always said it. We get done just a little bit different in the system.
Well, when they go against the recommendations for safety, when it is safety, and when they go against recommendations to be punitive, you gotta wonder what's motivating them to ignore the people who actually know you. I mean, these people are around you, and they're making a judgment call based on their observations. Meanwhile, admin is up there, thumb up my butt. Oh yeah, well, I hear there's this little a strategy we're working on, and we're gonna make it work, and it has done nothing but fail.
Well, what baby girl is referring to is this. During the investigation of me, the prison IGI and the warden recommended I go down the highway to a medical facility, level 3 override. It eliminates any threat, and it gives me a better healthcare system. Because I've had 2 heart surgeries, 6 back surgeries. Well, this is the institution that recommended this to the Sacramento headquarters. Well, on this guy, the other guy, the black dude, the institution didn't even recommend that. They recommended he go down to the building in Corcoran and be isolated. So they recommended the opposite for him. Well, DRB gave him what he wanted down the highway, level 3 override, and they isolated me in the building down there. So, I guess if you get, the committee to recommend something different, you'll get something better. I don't know.
Well, they're just ignoring. They're ignoring the people who are actually around you that can identify what's best for you by your behaviors or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and they're flat out ignoring
Yep.
it, just ignoring it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
That's
you know, I
like,
told them many
that's got to
times.
be a weird strategy. I mean, all the weird things that have been going
Right.
on,
Mm-hmm.
that
You know what he
A-guard
said, man?
shit.
The lieutenant, because, you know, when I go out to court, folks, it's a whole fucking train of cars when I go. It's crazy. It's all optics, right? They want to look like they're powerful.
Wait,
So they take 3 or 4 cars, and
wait.
the lieutenant told me, man, Scoops,
They take 3 or 4 cars out just for you.
yeah.
And how many people
Yeah.
are in those cars?
2.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Here, I can't really get into the details, babe, because then they'll start saying something crazy. So,
All right.
let's just bypass all that. All right.
All right.
Let me call back.
My God, he needs an entourage. I don't know what they expect.
Global Link. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the California State Prison for Brant, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using Global Link.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, hold on real fast.
Okay, so
Patrick asked us, do you want to drop levels? In the current system, it can't last long on GP anymore without building points back up or catching a case. And
all right, yeah, I definitely want to drop a level. Here's the thing, Patrick, is when I got like 290 points, I think, and but a while back I had shitloads of them, and it's so easy to pump up your points, but it's so hard to lose them. But they got this thing, the Big Six, it's called, and I learned that from one of these videos. The Big Six is BRB, and they got the power to override a bunch of them points and drop your levels if they choose so. You know, if it fits the program that's best for the prisoner. And it's like I told them, man, that none of them know what the best program, better than I do for my program. But boy, they damn sure think they do. And I even asked to sign a waiver of liability, all that, many times. I'm getting them 9 declarations from my friends. You know, there ain't no concerns, there ain't nothing, this, that, and the other. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They got an agenda against us, short corridor, hunger strikers. They got an agenda against what? Now, I would say 90% of us are in the hole. 90% of us are in the hole, RICO cased or something.
oh,
And yeah, I think it's about 80 to 90%. Yeah. And I mean, there's a few fellas out there on the line still. You know, there are, but not many. Not like it was when we first came out. No. But yeah, babe. When I went to court, there was a lieutenant. He told me that and I've known him for a long time, right? I won't say no names, never. So ever. So he just said that Sacramento has their agenda, and they want this system as the governor wants that California model, and they don't care who gets hurt, who gets shot, stabbed, or beat up. They're going to do it. You know? And that the wardens of the institutions don't have the power to run their prisons no more, especially when it comes to guys like us, due to the higher level of security, the higher threat level, the notoriety, the whole package, the whole fucking all the dynamics in play. So Sacramento headquarters is the one that's calling all the shots. I couldn't even move from here to Ronnie's tier. They put the move in. 5 minutes later, Sacramento called this building and told them absolutely not. So they got some type of monitor system on the computers with us. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yep. And all I want to do is go program and hug my wife and my mom. That's it. But they won't let me. They won't let me. And they'll let these dudes, these SOIs, do some stupid shit in a couple months down the line, go back out to the line, go back to the PCR, come back to the home, same stupid shit, go back out, back and forth. Multiple chances. Yep. So, I mean, that's just the straight facts, man. And guys like your Smith tubers, you know, they're putting out this bullshit to help their agenda. And there's no doubt in my mind that they're in the back pocket of CDCR doing what they're told to do. So, with that said, you guys got any questions, babe? We got any comments, man? How's it going, Paul G? Patrick, we send ours. What's up?
Dog checks in saying good evening. Hi, dog.
What's up, dog? Man, we send ours. Yep, we send ours to you, bro. We send ours. Yeah, man, you guys got any questions, man? Shoot them, man. You know, I'll answer them if I can. I sure will. That video me and Outlaw did the other day, man, that thing was awesome. I liked it. And I hope you guys do too. You know, my thing is to inform you guys on what really goes on, especially with, you know, how everything is being orchestrated and contrived. You know, it's all contrived. And you know, and then yet we're the ones that get the finger pointed at us, like we're the bad guys.
Yeah, it makes no sense. None whatsoever.
I know. It's just, it's fear-mongering, man. It's boogeyman-mongering.
Yep.
It's boogeyman-mongering.
Hey, Renee. Renee's in the house.
What's up, Renee? We send our sister. I hope you're well. Just sitting here hanging out, me and baby girl. Doing the do. Doing our best. 1 foot forward at a time.
Right.
Oh, good. Yeah. But, yeah, that's what happened today, folks. That's what happened today. And, you know, it goes to show you guys that, you know, we can't just come out of the shoe no more. I mean, we just couldn't come out of the shoe without these people wanting to do something stupid to us as retaliation. And it's like I told Outlaw, I truly believe everything that's happened has been retaliation. And I'll tell you why, man. It's because of what happened in Salinas Valley with me and that email from the DEA dude, Brian Nearing, to the prosecutor 90 days after we came out of the shoe. Just 90 days. So they have been plotting to get even over the hunger strikes and exposure of their corrupt system of all that back then since day one.
But all they've done is proven how much more corrupt they actually are than what you even thought at that time.
Right. That's all they do. And basically, they're cashing out.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They're proving what we say is true. Right, babe?
Absolutely. Yep. So,
they're proving what we say is true.
There's some comments. Paul G says he appreciates us. Keep doing what we're doing. And if he thinks of any questions, he'll put them in the comments. Yeah, we love those comments after the fact because it helps. It helps.
Yeah. Leave a comment. Leave a comment, man. Leave a comment. Spread the message.
In Small Worlds, Hi Small World says, man, Cali politics are another world from here on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Small World? We're seeing ours over there at the East Coast. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. Stay over there. You don't want to come out here. You know what they say? Go to California on vacation, leave on probation.
Yeah. That was our town logo, too.
Mm-hmm. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Come on vacation, stay for probation. Yep.
Yeah, that is nuts, baby girl. But that's how it is. That's how it is. And it's getting worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get worse. Hey, you know what? Even some of the cops, babe, the COs, they think that, and they said, now this is what they said was, they pushed to get the California model implemented on the mainline GPRs first.
The cops
because
said
they
that?
believe that yes, and I've heard this before.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Because they believe that if anybody's going to take advantage of rehabilitation courses or whatever, truly take advantage of it, it's going to be the GPs.
Right, because you're all level-headed and shit, right?
Yes.
More chatter.
And he's the same one that...
Go ahead. No, there's more chatter in the chat.
Okay. Tell me.
Small World says, much love and respect to you, man. Here in North Carolina, stand-up white boy is far and few between in prison.
That's right, Small World. You ain't lying.
Right.
Hey, you know what the trip was? North Carolina, huh? So they were talking about sending me to Butner, North Carolina.
I better not.
At a federal prison.
I live here.
Well, they weren't talking about sending me there, but they were saying that they might because it's a medical prison. And I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm from Cali. So, the judge sentenced me to California. But yeah, no, that's a trip, Butner, North Carolina. And they said you need a lot of baby powder because of the humidity over there. I'm like, holy shit, I ain't trying to go over there.
Stop.
I need to stay out west with my girl.
I just hope that you're not in that situation up there where that whole area got wiped out. Because if you are, my condolences, and I hope
that's right, that flood, huh?
Yeah, I heard that they've been like burning parts of that area now too, which is just crazy. I mean, my goodness.
Man, yeah, we hope you're well, man. We really do. Man, shout out to all you guys over there. And folks from LA, man, we hope you all are well, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks, that's the skinny today, man.
Well,
that's the skinny.
Patrick Patterson says, how much of his 290 points are strictly time related compared to incident related?
So they're all incident related. There's only 54 of them that were time related. When you catch a shoe term, Patrick, you get 26 points. Okay, you get 26 points for one shoe, but it takes you every year you get clean, you get 6 points taken off. Only 6. So you got to give a lot of clean time to get those 26. You got to give 4 years, 4.5 years to get them 26 points removed. So they do this shit called override now, where they can just dump the points in the best interest of the prisons and in your interest, and open up other prisons that are available to your classification score. That's how they do that. Because like say there's 10 level 4s, right? And I got confidential informants against me at all 10 of them. Right? So I can't go to none of them. Well, what they'll do is they say there's 15 level 3s. And if they override me to one of them, and, I can go, boom. And, it's in the best interest of them and me. So they can do it.
But they won't.
Because of the color of my skin and what I represent,
According
the
to
prison
them.
class, according to them,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
they're not trying to do nothing. They're trying to just really, really screw me over. Let me call back. Let me call back.
Yeah. It's been a crazy, crazy ride. Hold on. He be calling back. Oh, I hope y'all having a nice day. It's been raining buckets here. Just rain, 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 and then more rain. So I don't want to hear no more drought talk in California. Tell Newsom to step aside and let people have our due rights.
An incarcerated individual at the California State Prison for Brant, California. This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Okay, you're back.
All right.
Small World says he just got out myself in early December. Luckily, I live in the other side of North Carolina, but I was locked up right in the middle of all the floods. They had our water turned off for contamination. They gave us 3 water bottles a day. It's hard to cook a soup with cold water, no microwave or anything.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I bet, man. That's, no doubt. Fuck. That's fucking crazy. Well, I'm glad you're out now, man, and don't go back, my friend. Whatever you do, don't go back, man. It's not working. It just ain't working. If it ain't protecting your family or your home, it ain't worth it.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I try.
K-Pro just bounced in with minus 31 in Alberta. Oh.
Shit. Alberta, Canada, that shit is cold, boy.
Yeah.
Damn, get a blanket. Get a jacket.
Oh my goodness.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's bone-chilling cold. Ooh, wait.
Yeah, no, small worlds. I'm glad you're out of that situation. I see how prisoners are treated so much less than humans in these disasters, and it's terrifying. First really became aware of it with Katrina, how they treated those prisoners there, left to drown, literally left to drown and start. And there was talks of water rising so high up in the bottom cells they were literally having to stand on their bunks to breathe. It's crazy.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Oh, hey, babe, you know what I was wanting to tell our folks is what they do to us at Pelican Bay during an earthquake or a tsunami. Because Pelican Bay's on the coast, right, folks? Well, the front of your cell is perforated holes, so it's all perforated and airy. It's real airy, nice, and cool, and clean, very clean. Well, we got these. There's these bar slaps on the side of the door. They put this big old chunk of steel and lock it in. So if they lose power, the doors don't pop open. They can't because of a big old padlock on this big old chunk of steel that prevents the door from coming open. Well, in case of an earthquake or emergency, tsunami or whatever, they lock us in themselves no matter what. So if you live on the bottom tier, you're screwed.
Wow.
Especially if it's a tsunami, you're gonna be swimming in that damn cell, you know. And they lock us in where you're done. You're just gonna drown. And it's all concrete. So if it fills up with water, it's over with. It's over with. Yeah, I forgot to tell you all that, man. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm sure if you go online and you look at the Pelican Bay shoe, you'll see the cells and everything. And on the side, there's a side of every door. It's a fucking back slap, and it takes a big old chunk of steel they put in there and lock it in to where that door don't come open for nothing. And you be in there drowning like a motherfucker. That's how they do it.
Yeah, they're all the staff just gonna disappear and leave you there to have that happen.
Yep.
They might not be back for a couple days, whether it happens or not.
Right. Yep. And you know, that Japan tsunami, 2010, babe, remember that when you were gonna come see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was felt. We felt that shit all the way up there at Pelican Bay. Not bad, but the tsunami came up there.
Yeah, it rocked that harbor. Some idiot was out there taking pictures, and you know, we'll never see those pictures either.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, man. With that, you guys, what's up, babe? We got any comments, man?
Yeah, we got a few more comments. K-Pros, yeah, I'm there where the oil flows. So I guess you're talking about petroleum, mate. My dad was a petroleum engineer for most of my growing up. And, you know,
right.
And me and you says hugs for both of you working so hard. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for the hell yeah.
It's what we got.
Hey, you guys know yeah, absolutely. I was watching court TV, right, folks, and I seen they broke this you know, the trial statistical rate down, right? You know, you catch a case and you go through the process of the pre-trial, you go to trial. Well, a guy named Vinny Politan, he's a court TV reporter. He, you know, he was saying that they, you know, out of all the United States, out of all the courts in the United States, everything, that the statistical rate, if you're charged on any type of crime, the conviction rate of you taking a deal or going to trial and getting convicted is 98%. 98%.
That's because 90% of them will take a deal too, isn't it? They'd rather take a deal than get screwed.
Mm-hmm.
So they know that they're innocent, but they'll still fucking just suck it up. Because
if you go to trial and you lose, you get the max just for exercising your constitutional right to a jury trial. And a lot of people, if you got an innocent person, right, or you got a person that's innocent, he might take the deal at 2 or 3 years because he don't want a chance 30 years at trial.
Knowing how juries are, my God.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, baby, is I seen it happen.
Oh, yeah.
I seen dude go to court, and it's not even, he didn't do nothing. And they convicted him. He took the deal because he wasn't willing to chance 30 years in prison on over a 3-year deal. And he'd be out in 2. So, And, and he was willing to do it, and he did it. And if he would have went to trial, he probably would have got convicted. It's the fucked up thing with the juries, man, is you just don't know.
Well,
you never know. And
I never met a juror. I never met a juror who was excited about going to jury duty, no matter how interesting the case might be. So that right there, you've got a prejudiced jury. They don't want to be there.
Yep.
And they might feel hostile.
Yep. So, number one, they're losing out on their job, their work money.
Yeah.
Number two, they don't want to be there. Number three, sometimes they can't even smoke cigarettes. Like if they smoke, they don't even let them smoke cigarettes. And it fucks them up. And, and then if they can't come to a decision, the judge try to force them, he'll try to force them in to go make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you something, that jury peer pressure, peer pressure in that jury room is what convicts a lot of people.
Yep.
Peer pressure.
Yep.
Hurry up. Fuck this, man. Let's go home. Mm-hmm. We don't want to do this. Just find him guilty. Ain't got nothing. He put himself in this position. It ain't about this or guilt. Let's just get out of here.
Uh-huh.
That's how they do it.
And I heard that if they went ahead and tried every case they brought, they'd be behind 10, 15 years.
Yep.
And that's why they want you to plead out.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Right. That's why they take deals. I mean, if you got a Joe Blow normal guy who never done nothing wrong, and he got a case, and they offer him 7 years or get 110 years. If you go to trial, you're getting 110. No doubt. A lot of times you'll take that deal.
But they don't tell you that. They don't tell you might be facing 110 years. They just let you go ahead and screw yourself because they already sabotaged your opportunity with a overworked, underpaid intern of the law. And then they don't really give you the opportunity of bringing your evidence. They might even tell you can't bring your evidence.
Yeah, right. I mean, like there are some good public defenders. Don't get it wrong, but they don't have the money, the resources as the prosecution does. And they're so underpaid and overworked. Like I've seen this case where this guy had 60 defendants, 60, and he was so backlogged and shit, and it was just insane.
He can't even identify these people. He doesn't even know which client goes with which case. That's crazy.
Right. And much less do any work on your case that is effective and efficient and gonna help.
Right.
I mean, when you think of it, it's like, God damn, man. So you are definitely in a losing position. You're in jail unless you get bail. You're in jail. You're fighting for your life. You're fighting and fighting. So you're all the way in a fucked up position. And then they offer you 7 years, or if you go to trial, it's 110. It's like, wait a minute, man. I don't know if I want to chance that. But goddamn, and a lot of these juries, they don't care.
Right.
They just want to get done, go back to their lives and smoke their cigarettes or whatever, and go back to living a sense of normalcy. And they don't get paid like they do for their job, so they have to take a week off of work.
Right.
There goes that money.
They even make it difficult to park. It's crazy.
Right. To park everything. Fuck. Yeah, it's horrible. But I was tripping on that when they were talking about it the other night on court TV. The statistical rate, if you are charged, if a prosecutor charges you for a crime, 98% conviction rate, whether it's a deal or a trial.
Right.
And that's just the rate the last 2 years in America.
That's insane. That is insane. Yep. Oh my goodness.
That's horrible.
Stay out of trouble, kids. Keep your nose clean. Do what you're told. Don't listen to people that look like they want to be in prison or been in prison unless they're telling you to stay out of prison.
Listen to your mama.
Listen to your mama.
Listen to your mama. I don't think mom will tell you wrong, man. If she will, then we got a problem.
Well, we're not going to go into that bag of worms, but, if you don't have anybody that you can count on that's going to steer you right, there's hope out there for you. You just got to go look for it.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
There's all kinds of programs that'll get you into vocational training, et cetera, et cetera. School's expensive, but vocational training is not nearly. I mean, that's kind of the route I wish I would have been shown, that I could work my way out of the situation. Oh, well, daylight and dollar shirt. And I do have skills today.
An incarcerated individual asked, the California state program approved by California. What's call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
Okay. I'm back.
All right.
I'm back, folks.
Telling people, seek programs of vocational nature if you're lost. If you're out there lost, do something to get yourself by your bootstraps that's conventional and respectable, and step up. Because no one's going to do it for you.
And be careful and be alert to all these fucking negative influences. I tell you that.
That's right.
Because they exist everywhere, man. You guys, we did a good video the other day, me and my wife. We did a video on how they demonize the whites in prison and shit like that, right? And, they call us racist. It's like, so I was talking about it with my friend the other day, and he's like, bro, why they do that to us all the time, man? It just seems to us, right? And they're so far from the truth. Because, we're about good people, right? We're about good people. If you're solid in your honor and integrity, and you're trying to help your fellow convict and shit like that, that's what we're about, man. And, Outlaw's got a good one, too, that me and him did. I'm sure he's going to drop here pretty soon. It's definitely one you guys don't want to miss. Trust me, it's a good one. And you guys haven't checked out his new one, check it out. Everything I spit, everything I say is the truth. I lived exactly what I said I lived through. I seen exactly what I said I seen. And that's how I used to be in the system. And it's still like that. 90% of the shit, 80%, 90% is contrived. And a lot of it's coming off SNY yards, not us, folks. So when you hear these snitch tubers, I'll leave you with this. When y'all hear these snitch tubers start to blame us for the rise in crime, staff assault, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Look who's getting on there talking shit about crime, active cases, people's families.
Yep, consider the source.
Women. Right, women, children. I mean, they're getting on here just has no filter, no respect, no discipline, no nothing. And all they want to do is bash people that they don't even know. And I'm telling you guys, that incident that dude claimed that is a straight fucking lie about him saying that the one guy backhanded the other guy and he got knocked out. That is straight bullshit. And I checked that out myself through two different sources who are on that yard, next door neighbors to the guy. It never happened. Never fucking happened. So that dude's credibility and reliability shot even worse. So, all right, folks, baby girl, you got anything on there you want to add?
Yeah, there's one comment on here, but it's gonna drag us out into more time, and we really need to wrap it up. But I'll throw it out to you, and you can do the short version.
All right, tell me.
J. Cole says, "Did you spend time at Salinas Valley, and what year, what yard?"
J. Cole, I was here 2015 December to 2016 October on B yard, the 270 level 4. Yep, that's where I was. I got kicked out of the shoe on the Asker settlement to that yard. Complete culture shock for me.
Huh.
So, with that said, look, you guys, I send mine. Outlaw, good job, bro. Can't wait to hear the next ones. Tim K, hope you're well. We send ours.
Dog,
Ken,
Renee.
J. Dog, Renee, everybody that's
Allison.
on here. People I forgot.
Stowe.
Allison, hope you're well. Stowe, my boy Stowe, I sent mine. Everybody, thank you for your time, your participation in this video. And check out Outlaw Shit, subscribe. Hey, pass the word around, get the message out there, folks. This is what we talk about on this channel, real corruption, the truth, and exposing these liars, man. These people are lying to you guys. These snitch tubers and cops, they're lying. Be careful. I send mine to the worthy. Until next time, stay solid always.